welcome to our first YouTube video. So we're going to do a little Q&A.
We put some questions on Instagram a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of ran out of time, so we thought, you know what, we'll just do it while we're here.
Exactly, it'd be a lot easier, and the background's a lot better than my bedroom.
Exactly.
To be honest.
I wrote the list of questions on my phone to make it easier, but I'm trying not to drown right now. So first question was, who are we and how old we are?
So I'm Charlie, I'm 21 years old.
I'm Hannah, I'm also 21 years old. I am slightly older though.
Not by much, February, September.
5 months. I'm 5 months older than you.
7 months. 9 and 2, 7 months. Good maths.
I was thinking I was...
You can tell who the smart one is.
Shut up, I got more GCSEs than you. What are our jobs?
So I'm a golf professional. I mainly do teaching and custom fitting. I also do play a little bit as well, which then I do earn money from. But I should probably be playing more rather than being at places like this.
I'm a little bit more difficult. I work part-time as a healthcare worker. I picked up the job about April time. Yeah, just
literally as COVID hit.
As COVID hit, I picked up a job. Probably not the best job to have during a pandemic.
Well, at least you help people.
Yeah. I am at uni. I study graphic design. Hence why I'm quite good at like video editing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Then obviously we do travel blogging as well, where we make money and collab with hotels, which is lovely.
But we're both at uni.
Yeah.
Graphic design. I'm also studying golf.
Yeah.
So we do have quite busy lives, but
I mean, we're full-time university students, 3 days a week in a different country.
Yes.
We're pretty remote at the moment just because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit
so we get away with it.
Yeah. Why are we different from other bloggers? That's a difficult one.
It's a good one. Well, I always like to say it's because we do it on the cheap. We actually try and make it affordable.
A lot of these other travel bloggers, they go to like 5-star luxury resorts, and they're just like, they're pretty unrealistic for your average person to go away and go to, because it's so expensive. But we do it as cheap as humanly possible. Like the cheapest flights, I would rather do 3 layovers than pay an extra £100 for set flights. And we track flights. We use Google Flights to help us find cheapest things. We use Booking.com to help us find cheapest locations. And we actually put out information that will help people, not just kind of look at us. We can stay at this 7-star resort which costs £1,000 a night. It's not very realistic.
No, we trying to do it well. Obviously for us, it saves us money.
Yeah.
But then also show that everyone can do it. And that's literally the whole thing.
Yeah. Anybody can do what we're doing. Like, you can go to any places that we are. You just got to find the cheap ways, and we do have a blog post about how to find the cheapest flights.
Yeah.
So you can read that if you want. So how did we meet?
Great one. So we didn't meet until about college, first year. Hannah then did stalk me for a little bit.
I did not stalk you. You got stalked.
No, we're in the same IT and PE class. I say PE, more about sport and exercise science.
So we did A-levels at college, and we were both just in 2 of the same classes.
Yeah. I mean, well, IT, you sat on the opposite side of the room.
Yeah.
Sport, we're a little bit more...
We didn't really chat at college that much. Then we kind of just started chatting, got together.
Yeah. And then our...
Now we're here.
Yeah, our sport teacher kind of got the impression that we were, so whenever we're in group classes, she always put us together, which she admitted on the last day of year 2. So
I never used to like working with you either.
No.
We never used to do any work.
No.
But we've been together, what, nearly 4 years now?
Yeah, 4 years December.
Yeah, so a bit late to tell you you're just my friend.
Yeah. Cheers.
Number 5. This is a really hard one, and I don't really know how to answer this one. What's the best travel location we've been to? which was really hard until we
Came here.
came here.
It's here. 100%.
Yeah, here at the moment, but it does depend on whether you're doing sun-based or snow-based, like winter-based. I mean,
Yeah.
best place to be on snow skiing,
It's the Dolomites.
Dolomites, without a shadow of a doubt. Italy is the best place to go
It's
skiing.
incredible.
I've been to a couple. Oh, I say a couple. I've been snow skiing since I was about
Before you're potty trained.
before I was probably trained. I learned to ski at 2, and I went on my first trip when I was 3.
I learned last year, so you can probably tell who the better person is.
But yeah, I mean, but it depends what you like. Like, if you don't like relaxing and you like doing stuff all the time, then there's obviously better places for you to go and not just like sit on a beach, because we don't really like sitting on beaches.
No, we're very much doers. We prefer to do something. 'Cause we can't just sit around. Don't get me wrong, sometimes we do because it's nice
Yeah.
just to kind of get the energy back, but if there's nothing to do, then we'll just get bored quite quickly.
Yeah.
We're just doers. We just need to have something and just be doing something at pretty much any given time.
We did really like Croatia, didn't we? There was a
Yeah.
lot to do.
Yeah, Croatia was
Croatia's
really cool.
very, very good. If you're looking for
Yeah.
a cheap,
Very cheap.
so cheap, very cheap place to go,
Yeah.
cheap accommodation, amazing people, amazing food, lots of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Croatia is your go-to place.
I did like Tenerife,
Tenerife is
mainly for Siam Park.
And the £1 or
And the
€1 beer.
Yeah, €1 a pint, which
Yeah.
is always quite nice. But I'd have to say here now, though. To be honest.
I mean, we've been to quite
Been to quite a few places.
but definitely here it's now the best place.
Yeah.
We've gone.
Yeah.
Maldives, gone to the top of my ranking list. But
Yeah.
what did you expect?
Yeah.
Number 6. How do we afford to travel so much? This is a bit complicated, but
Yeah.
on the basis is that we book the cheapest flights. If we're paying for accommodation, we find the cheapest accommodation we can. That is like of
Well,
good value.
Yeah.
And then we do collabs with hotels and stuff like that. But we didn't start off with, we
No.
paid everything.
Yeah, so pretty much when we first got together, obviously we were pretty much doing what we're doing now, but weren't doing any blogging or social media or anything like that.
Yeah.
We're just doing it just for ourselves. But obviously doing this, we are saving a little bit of money. But even still then, I mean, we don't really go out too much to restaurants or anything like
We
that.
don't really go out, we don't really drink, and especially at the moment.
Well,
like,
speak for yourself.
you
sometimes-
used to.
I used to. Though you're 18, 19, I was out every weekend. Thursday night, student night, Weston-super-Mare, great fun. But over the weekends, I'd find that I was spending 100, 150 quid on one night, on a Saturday night. And then breaking it down when we started going away,
It was like
That's-
one night.
that's a
was,
flight.
Yeah.
that is a flight return to Tenerife. And I thought, okay, if I just go out a little bit less, then I can afford to go to other places and actually see the world.
So one average Saturday night pretty much cost us our whole trip
Yeah.
to Corfu,
Yes. Yeah.
and could anybody as well. To be
Yeah.
fair.
That was surprising how
We are
managed
very
to do
good
that.
at finding cheapest prices of stuff. I mean, Google Flights and Skyscanner is just my go-to website
Yeah.
for finding cheap stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We've got that on TikTok and on the blog, so
you can go.
it's really good.
Number 7. I like this one. No offense, but what's the lump on Charlie's chest?
So that's probably what this is there. So if I come out the water, what that is there. So that's a defibrillator. That's also related to my tattoo as well. So when I was 15, I had a cardiac arrest. That's the date. It says the 16th of April 2015. Basically, cardiac arrest is where your heart just flatlines completely. It's a rare blood mutation I have called CYR2. Because I've got
What was
that in the wrong-
RYR2?
RYR2. Don't know why I've forgotten what it's called. Go me. And it basically is I either get too much or too little calcium into my heart, which then gets pumped around the body. And I used to play loads of football, loads of rugby. My average resting heart rate was about 50 when I was 15.
Are you super fit?
I
You
was
just
very fit.
had a cardiac
Yeah.
arrest because of this gene mutation. So
Yeah.
you have your defibrillator now, which has like cables to your heart.
Yeah, so this little lump is one of the cables, so it's linked into my artery and my vein at the top and bottom of the heart. So if I ever do have an episode, it just gives me a little shock just to reset it. Going through airports, no problem at all. All I do, you walk up to security, tell them I've got it, I've got a little card. Some places like in Bristol and, well, to be fair, I think all the airports I've been to in England, they just put me in a different machine where they don't send like a magnetic electrical pulse through my body.
Because it could kill you.
Well, my doctor said it will either destroy me or I will destroy it.
So yeah, let's not take that
I'm
risk.
not taking that risk. Yeah.
Question number 8 was, how do we get around hate on social media? Which is quite
My answer's easy.
relevant right now. Your answer's easy, but
I ignore it.
I can't ignore it. I just, I try to ignore it, and then it kind of doesn't wind me up, but I can't help but retaliate sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Well, the way I look at it is that they have their opinions on certain things. We have our opinions. Social media now is everyone can get their voice out.
Yeah. But it can be a massive, hateful place. And the most amount of hate we get at the moment is either climate change or not travelling during COVID.
Yeah. The not travelling through COVID, personally, I don't understand, because
we don't break any rules. We haven't broken one rule. We travel for business. It's our second jobs.
Yeah.
We haven't gone to any affected countries. We've only gone to like green list countries, which is approved by our UK government.
Yeah, so we've not had to quarantine for 2 weeks on any of our journeys. A lot of people ask us. A lot of people ask us, how do we get around that? We've just gone to countries where we don't have to do it.
So we went to Italy when it wasn't on the quarantine list. We got back and then it was. Same with Greece. Same with Croatia.
Santorini, well, obviously Greek islands.
Yeah, here when we come back from here, we don't have to isolate because it's a green country. They have 2 COVID tests in the whole of the Maldives for I think we had a conversation with the reception person when we first got here, and he said that they test 200,000 people a day. They do mass testing, and the last 2 weeks they've had 2 COVID tests. So actually, when people complain that we're here, we are actually better off being here than we are in England, where they have apparently however many COVID tests and positive cases. So, and we've got business visas. We fly for business. We make money. Away, by the way, sir.
We wear face masks everywhere that's indoors.
We get COVID tests as well regularly. Yeah. Before we go back to work, we get COVID tests, and that's like out of our own pocket as well. So we're not using like NHS resources before you come out. And we don't break any rules. If we broke rules,
well, I'd get it.
We'd get it. Like, hate on us as much as you want, but
we don't.
We haven't. We're doing everything the government tells us to do, and that's just. I mean, it's calmed down a little bit now. We don't really get that much anymore. We did about kind of September time. We did a little.
Yes, or that. To be fair, that 3-week trip we took round Europe, we got a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. But I mean, realistically, there's a lot of worse people out there on social media. Horrific people. Go target them. Like, just there are some horrific, racist, homophobic, horrible people out there. Like child groomers on social media, and people know people who are horrible on social media and don't call them out. So I'm not sure why you have to kind of come at us with hate, I guess. But that's how you get over it. I get over it by responding with facts, but always keeping nice and calm.
So if anyone's ever had a response, it's all Hannah. It's very rarely me.
You do a couple.
I do a couple. I need to respond to honest messages that want information.
But we do get a lot of encouragement. Yeah. Like when we arrived here, I had about 20 messages on Instagram and then like loads on TikTok saying, "Oh, that's so cool what you're doing. Great that you're kind of like seizing the opportunities and we're like growing our business." Yeah,
I would say it's more positive than negative.
Yeah. But I'd say it's probably about a 60-40 blend at the moment.
Yeah. popped out.
But yeah, that's about it. That's all, most of the questions. There was a couple of ridiculous questions I'm not even going to bother reading out.
We might do later.
Yeah, I think a couple people asked for a video on how we find like super cheap flights, like our flights to Rome, which were £18.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, but we are going to put out some vlogs of this trip, so make sure you stay tuned for all our other videos and make sure you subscribe to our channel.